if you don't mind. Let's go backwards. I'm going to start with Caroline, and then Megan and Sarah and Stacy and Michelle.
I feel like it motivated me to really like let go of the old pieces that were kind of from my old self and my old life, like the teacher clothes and that kind of thing. I think I've kind of known I've needed to do it, but I just hadn't been motivated to yet. And I got through a lot of that stuff. I actually took a photo of, I think I had six kitchen trash bags full of stuff that just went out to Goodwill tonight. I sent my husband right before we started class.
Yay!
So that was really cool. And also got to take care of my coat closet downstairs and reorganized it, which was really exciting. So I think that, and just like, I've been really trying to surround myself with, I don't know, like body positive, like fat liberation messaging while I'm in this, like, especially the past several weeks, because I'm in this super transitional space where like all of a sudden I was like, oh crap, I've gained a ton of weight in life. And so I think it's just been like great underscoring for me, like you should have clothes that fit you right now that you feel good in, and here's how to try to access them. So yeah, it's been good.
Thank you for being here, Caroline.
Thank you. This has been lovely. I'm gonna miss you guys.
I know. I know.
Like our group, when we first started, I was like, am I gonna like the people that I'm in class with or have, you know? But yeah, you guys are awesome.
What about you, Megan?
Oh, so much. I echo Carolyn's sentiment about the group just being great. And I was thinking, geez, can't we just keep it going? Like we should have like a once a month drop in or something.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'll send it out.
Or even just the.
I want that. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Make it happen. I'm gonna miss you guys. So.
So yeah, it's really just been helpful hearing everyone else talk about different things they struggle with, even though they're not all exactly the same. They all have threads through them that are common. And, you know, it's always just so great to get into these groups of supportive women, and especially probably even more so during 2020 for all of the 2020 reasons.
Yeah, so much. Yeah, awesome. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
All right, Sarah.
I mean, I also would echo the group sentiment, but I definitely found myself thinking about other parts of my house and other parts of my life while doing this as well, because I've been kind of on a defining my style and figuring out my closet journey for a while, but it kind of pushed me to look at that in terms of other parts of my living space as well. Like, bought a couch after living in the same place for 5 years. We're like, oh, we should buy a couch. Wouldn't that make
pretty often?
Yeah, isn't that just something that, you know, there's not a space, we didn't have a space that was like, this is where we would put a couch, but it was like, no, that's a thing that we need. We just have to get rid of some things and figure out how, like, this is more important than the way that this was previously set up. And so like doing that in my closet kind of made my brain go there in other parts of of my living space as well, where like I want to be comfortable in my clothes, and so I should be able to be comfortable in my house.
Yeah.
Like I definitely ran up against some of the, you know, kind of body image stuff. That's also been a journey. That's been a huge journey. That's been the past few years, like 10 years. But like thinking about that in terms of my clothes, like having kind of started the course on my own previously and not really finished it. Even looking at just like the way my style has changed and like what are my priorities now. So being asked to really look at like, okay, but what are your priorities with your wardrobe? What are the things that you want out of it? Was a little eye-opening.
Yeah, interesting. So in your experience, trying to do it on your own just was not as easy or as impactful as having the group.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I've found to be most people's experience too. And I think the group is such a special aspect. Yeah. Thanks, Sarah. I'm so glad that you came back and did it again with us.
Finish it.
Yay. Stacy, how about you?
I think for me, I guess it shouldn't have been, but it's kind of surprising to me just like how across the board, each of our relationships with like clothing is just so incredibly loaded. And I think that the group experience has been really helpful for me, and that like it just feels like, I don't know, like the burden of it isn't as heavy, knowing that like we all kind of share that. Yeah, I think that there's just so much, like each of us has like so much guilt wrapped up in all of it. And I am hoping to just acknowledge that and start to let go of it a little bit. Yeah, it both like breaks my heart that like all of us have like spent so much time and energy wrapped up in this. But also I feel supported and excited and have a positive outlook just having shared this experience with everyone.
That makes me so happy. Thank you. That is so great. It is so true. There's so much, and I always say like there's so much more going on than just the clothes, but it's like that is like an entry point sometimes for some other stuff. So yeah. How about you, Michelle?
Yeah, I think, playing off what Stacy said, I think that for me coming into this, I could identify that I was really totally okay and I was supportive of other women in all of the choices that they made and all their body shapes and their positivity. And every time, anyone would talk to me about the things I'm tough on myself about, it would be really good and encouraging. And I'm learning to try to turn that back. I think one, because I've followed you for a while now, and I really respect your opinion and your positivity and your message that just feels so wonderful and inclusive, and like I want to embody that. And so in the beginning, when you gave me or us some permissions, I felt like, okay, this person who I think is amazing, says that I can do this thing. So I'm going to do this thing. It's going to feel great. But I think over these weeks, I've been trying to turn that back around and empower myself to give myself that. And just having that realization was, I think, a really big deal. So, down to the little things, like if you love it, but it doesn't fit, just get rid of it. All that little stuff that's about treating myself better and empowering myself has been something that I think I'm really, it's only been a few weeks I'm working on it, but I think that like identifying it and being able to talk myself through it will be hopefully a future growth for me that I really needed in 2020 in particular.
Oh, that makes me so happy too. And I just want to let you know, all of you, that I am grateful that you find my words to be helpful to you. And I want you to know that I'm the exact same way with myself, and that I am so much harsher to myself than I would be to any of you. And so not only do I get it, but also like it's not easy, and I'm working on it. I'm working on it too. So I feel like I've gotten there for the most part in my physical image and clothing image, but man, the rest of my life I'm like super hard on myself about. So it's all a process. So oh my goodness, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I'll set something up so that we can keep talking for sure. The circle, by the way, I think is probably going to go away in a day. I just signed up for a trial. I just wanted to see how it went. But if I do set up a community in the future, obviously I'll let you guys know and make sure that you're there. But I'll keep emailing you. You have my email. You can email me anytime. My phone number is on a lot of my emails. You can text me if you have any questions. I'm not joking. I'll be back on Instagram soon. You can message me. So yeah, just keep in touch and keep me posted. Like I truly do want to know like how things are going, and yeah, just keep in touch. So this is not goodbye, but goodbye.
Thank you.
Have a
Thanks for
good night,
everything, all
everyone.
of you.
Bye, you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, goodbye.
Bye, everybody.